I welcome you all to MOOC's course entitled Community Engagement and Social Responsibility. We will be discussing Unit 1 titled Community Engagement. Unit 1 has been divided into two modules. Today, we will be discussing Module 2 of Unit 1 titled Local Community, Rural Culture and Practice of Community Engagement. In the sixth part of Module 2, we will study about the purpose of community engagement. In the previous part, we studied about various rural development schemes of the government like Indira Awas Yojana, Manrega, etc. The next initiative by the government is National Rural Livelihood Mission, or we can say this is Ajivika, and how the people are earning their Ajivika. So this scheme was restructured from the Swan Jayanti Gram Swarojgar Yojana in 2011. The National Rural Livelihood Mission, that is Ajivika, is aimed to empower the women self-help group model across the country. If you people remember what we have discussed even in lesson 1 also, that to promote the women financial condition or to promote their small cottage industry, the microfinance system is there which is providing in terms of self-help group the small financial help. Even it starts from rupees 500, 1500, 1200 or 5000. Like the women can purchase a swing machine and can start swing. Okay, they can purchase some vegetable and they can start selling the vegetables. So one time investment, a very small amount, these self-help groups are providing microfinance, or NGOs are also working. So the idea of this National Rural Livelihood Mission is also the same, to promote or to empower the women self-help group. Under this scheme, government provides the loan up to rupees 3 lakhs at the rate of 7%, and which could be further decreased as or lowered as 4% if they are paying time. Repayments is timely. If you are able to repay this loan amount timely, whatever installments are there, so your rate of interest can be decreased from 7 to 4%. Okay, so this is the good one of the good initiative by the government to promote the rural community. Okay, now we talk about the various principles, forms and practice of community engagement. We have discussed um, in detail about the rural community, what are their characteristics, features, what are the problems they are facing, what are the government initiatives to promote or to improve these conditions. So basically the idea is that all these development could take place only when there is engagement, proper community engagement is available. If the people will not come forward for helping each other, okay, if any particular society or the set of group is not taking any initiative, like if we talk in terms of higher educational support, the Dialbag Educational Institute, they took this initiative. They have adopted some of the remote area village in the uh, MP. Basically, in Madhya Pradesh, Raja Barari state is there, and the Albag Educational Institute has adopted that. And in Agra itself, the nearby villages, the remote area, they are also doing a lot for their improvement. So this is what, this is the community engagement. So when the people will not come forward for the help or to make the improvement in the lives of the rural community, no development will be possible. So here, the careful planning, demographic diversity, inclusiveness, and a long-term participatory culture, these all are essential aspects for community participation. If you are looking for community participation, it is important that you have the sense of belongingness and you are willing to work for long term. So long-term participation is also required. So now we talk about the purpose of community engagement, because the development of any society, any community is not possible until and unless the people are not coming forward for the development of the particular society. So here it provides basically the community engagement. We call it when the people are coming forward for the health purpose or for the development of the society. So it provides opportunities for the development of students and community at a large scale. Here we try to engage with state, local and national authority that support the mission community development. Now what it means, it says that when we are talking about the community engagement, not it is not possible with the efforts of a single person that he can make a lot of changes, okay, or lot of improvement. Yes, definitely a single person's effort can also make a change or the improvement, but that improvement will be at a small level. So if we want the change at a community level at large scale, so it's important that we are looking the participation from the more people side. And here we are talking for the development of the rural community. So if we want any development for the rural community, we need to have definitely the participation or the engagement or the help from the side of the local authorities, local government, the state government and from the national authorities also. Then only we can think about the big or the development at a large scale. Then enhance partnership for the educational needs of the community. Any community is lacking in terms of education, as the education is the basic requirement for upliftment of the living standards or other things. Once the person is educated, he or she would definitely be able to improve his social status or economic status as well. So for that purpose, enhance the partnership. You cannot think about the major development with the help of a small school you are running in that remote area or in the village area. It's required that there should be the college also, there should be the higher education facility also for making that change or that improvement. So we are looking for partnership for the people who are coming forward for helping these people, and engage with industry and increase the skilled workforce. Even other than this education, we need to improve the rural community with the help of the development of the industrial work in that particular area, and by this we'll be able to increase the skilled workforce in that area also. And once the person is skilled, this is the basic difference between the skilled and unskilled people. Unskilled are always getting lower payment in comparison of the skilled. So that's why once they are educated, industries are there, they will be skilled in their work or their job specification, so they will be able to earn also more for their livelihood purpose, and that will improve their status, social status as well as economic status. So this is basically the purpose of community engagement. The community engagement is required. So in this part, we studied about the purpose of community engagement. In the next part, we will study about the community economic condition and social networks. Thank you.